meter marker. Set to go in the first of 9 today on the stand-side track and racing away to a very nice beginning for them. Duke of Swing began well on the outside. Desert Bandit and Grey Power up there too. Brave Detail is settled in 4th position. Amazing Tune and Kellen's Comet. They race about 4 to 5 lengths off the leader. A length and a half back to Follow My Path, and Gentleman's Wages further back. Racing Man is the trailer. There's 7 lengths covering the field now as they climb the hill and race them up with 1,000 meters left to go. Duke of Swing has the call here. It's leading by a couple of lengths from Brave Detail on the fence in second. Grey Power's racing third, and then came Desert Bandit. Follow My Path. There's 5-6 to go. In behind that one comes Amazing Tune, who's wide out on the turn. Kellen's Comet, Racing Man, and further back to Gentleman's Wager. Homeward bound, and they come down with 600 to go. Duke of Swing is the leader by a couple. From in second, Grey Power. Brave Detail between them. Racing Man's made up ground. Kellen's Comet to the outside with Desert Bandit and Follow My Path. But they've got to go to catch Duke of Swing. 300 out has gone. 3 lengths clear. From in second, Brave Detail under the stick. Racing Man improving. Kellen's Comet, Follow My Path. But Duke of Swing has a handy advantage. 200 to go. It's still 2.5 clear of Racing Man. Brave Detail, Follow My Path. But it's still Duke of Swing who continues to roll with 75 meters to go. And Duke of Swing will come out on top. Duke of Swing wins it. Second placing will go to Brave Detail, then Racing Man, Gentleman's Wager, Kellen's Comet. Follow My Path in behind that with Desert Bandit, Grey Power and Amazing Tune. Confident ride here by apprentice Dennis Schwarz will kick number 2, Duke of Swing, into top gear today. And when he's maiden in his 8th start, he's owned by the Gary Alexander Racing Stables Close Corporation in partnership with Bruce Gardner. Greg Sadie, who are nice to see at the track on a Tuesday, taking a break from his business. Well done to Daryl Simpson and Joe Gardner as well. Never in doubt, Duke of Swing by 3 lengths. Brave Details come out second best. It's big money for him in the last couple of days. Racing Man third, Gentleman's Wager for 4th. Then came Kellen's Comet, and behind that one was Follow My Path. Desert Bandit raced further back with Grey Power, and further back was Amazing Tune. It didn't look like he took the turn okay today. Let's have a look at the closing stages. The son of Duke of Marmalade wins it. Right on the rail is Duke of Swing, and the Alexander Schwarz partnership have churned out a lot of winners in recent weeks, and they really are getting along extremely well. This was bred by the Drakenstein stud. Nominee Gaynor Rupert is out of a Singspiel mare, Candy Singer. Confident ride from the frontier, and has won the first of our 9 races. 2, Duke of Swing. Victorious was the tote favourite, I think, just glancing across at the tote. I think ended up as today's tote favourite, winning the first race at R2.70 and R1.40.
Okay, so a good win there by number 2, Duke of Swing. Well ridden, Dennis Schwarz. Well done to all the owners involved. Of course, looked to be the right one in this type of a race. Second went to the money horse number 3, Brave Detail. Third to number 9, Racing Man, and fourth to the 8, Gentleman's Wager. 2, 3, 9 and 8 are the numbers that you need for the opening the opening race of the meeting throughout the afternoon. And I think this quartet's going to pay rockets, so hold on to all tickets.
And returning to the winners' enclosure for the opening event is number 2, Duke of Swing. Well done to apprentice Dennis Schwarz. Tops the apprentice jockey log for the current season after just a few weeks in. Duke of Swing winning it for the Gary Alexander stable. Nice to have one of the co-owners, Greg Sadie, on track on this Tuesday. Partnership with Gary Alexander Racing Stables Close Corporation. Messrs. Bruce Gardner, Daryl Simpson and Mrs. Joe Gardner. Duke of Swing wins his maiden in his 8th start. He's a son of Duke of Marmalade, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding out of the Singspiel mare Candy Singer. Was bred by the Drakenstein stud. Ended up as the tote favourite at R2.70 a win. Second, number 3, Brave Detail. Third was 9, Racing Man. Fourth to number 8, Gentleman's Wager. Fifth was 1, Kellen's Comet.
Welcome back to the Big T. The winner's enclosure has been won by number 2, Duke of Swing, the improving son of Duke of Marmalade. Well done to the Alexander team. Well done to all the owners involved, and of course to Dennis Schwartz as well on a nice positive ride. And we're going to chat to him. Den, I thought a nice ride from you. You opted to go forward on him. Of course, last run we couldn't put a line through it. I think he's much better than that, and he still shows signs of greenness in the last 100.
Yes, I think he's a very immature horse. He's still quite clumsy, and his improvement is tremendous. At work, he shows us, at home, he shows us quite good work, which is nice. And I think there's quite a future for him left if he can keep it up like this.
And trip-wise, you think he's more at home over this sort of a trip, or in time a bit further?
Probably in time he will get a little bit further. But at the moment, with him being so clumsy, he likes the honest pace, and even if he has to make it himself, so I think he's better this trip for now, and maybe even a mile. So, but I'll leave that up to Mr. Alexander and see what they want to do with him next. And I just want to say big thanks to the owners as well, Mr. Sadie and Mr. and Mrs. Gardner, and also to Mr. Simpson.
I've got 2 more questions for you, of course. So we're going to touch on the track. Are you happy with the condition? I know you're always out in front.
Yes, the track is quite good. It still seems quite a little bit odd. So I think the horses do run a little bit better from up there, but like you saw in the last meeting, yeah, I did come from quite far back. So I'm actually happy to be anywhere as long as the pace is good.
And then, of course, the rest of your rides. I'll touch with Dean just now regarding the Alexander horses, but just from your side, you got chances, guys must include them?
Yes, definitely. I think race 3, that grey for Mr. Zaki, has been working quite well at home. Obviously, with his long layoff, he might need it a bit, so going 2-4 for the first time. But he's a nice little outsider to maybe include in the quartets and stuff like that.
Super stuff. Nice, confident ride. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Dean. Of course, good to have you on course, and good bunch of owners once again. And he still looks to be a clumsy sort.
Oh, Brendan, he's just been a late maturing horse, but he's a lovely horse. I think he's a horse that he'll go on. But, yeah, and I think he will get a bit further in time.
I know last time they reported not striding out, so would you also put it down to mentalness, obviously not quite there yet?
No, horse ran into the back of him in his last start, and he got hurt, so that's what happened.
Okay, super. And just from your side, Magic School, you got a few nice runners, just kidding?
Yeah, I think, look, it's always tough out the maidens, so she's got it all to do, but she's a lovely filly, and I think she'll be competitive there.
You guys are doing brilliant work with your horses. They're looking good in the preliminaries, so keep the winners turning out.
Oh, look, it's teamwork, and Dennis is part of the team, and it's his input's good, and we get in there.
Well done, Dean. Good to have you on course again.
Thanks very much.
Well done. Let's get Mr. Sadie into the winner's enclosure. You love your racing. Good to have you over here, and always gives you a lot of joy when they go past the post like that.
It's unbelievable. It's good to have winners. Winners are very important in any yard. But on form, I study a lot of form, and there was nothing in the race. And if you have a look, his first run with blinkers was excellent. Then he pulled up not striding. And in this field, I had to have a bet. And Dennis gave me the confidence, and Gary finally said, this is my best on the day. I said, no, you got better ones than this. I think the one in the 8th and the one in the 6th, I think they all got chances. But I was very impressed.
Good to have you on course, Mr. Sadie. Thank you for the input, and may you have a lovely afternoon.
Thanks so much.
Well done. Good to have Mr. Sadie on course. Dean, Gary, everybody involved over here. It's a good start for the punters. It's number 2, Duke of Swing, that's got the job done, went to the front, was never for the catching. And I think he's a horse that the penny hasn't quite dropped just yet. So maybe in time he could pick up 1 or 2. But like I said, a good way to start for the punters. Up next, we're going to get involved in some more exotics. We're looking for some big pulls. I know it's not the best time for punters. I've touched on that over the last few weeks, but we're going to dig deep. I think there's a few bankers throughout the afternoon and some top racing to come.